Namaskar. Good morning to all of you. Welcome to this online yoga session organized by the Embassy of India, Addis Ababa. To start with the yoga session, let us sit in any meditative posture. This is Sukhasana. This is Ardha Padmasana, half lotus posture, or you can sit in full lotus posture, Padmasana. And sit in Gyan Mudra, eyes gently closed, spine and head straight, shoulders relaxed, facial expression normal. Inhale deeply and we will do humming 3 times. Gently open your eyes. Today we shall practice asanas in lying down condition, especially in supine condition, lying on the back. And after that we will perform certain pranayama. So kindly lie down on the mat. This is Shavasana, and alert yourself, your body. In Tadasana, stretch your hands towards the head and stretch both legs and arms in opposite direction, keeping the navel point at the center. Breathe normally. Give a full stretch to your body. All organs, right from the toe to the head and hands, are fully stretched. Slowly come back and again come in the resting posture, Shavasana. Now alert for Uttan Padasana. Place your arms near to the thighs, palms facing down, and raise your both legs 30 degree. Hold it. Breathe normally. Feel the impact on your abdomen. Raise to 60 degree. Raise to 90 degree. This posture is also called Ardha Halasana because we go to full Halasana after this. Slowly come back. Hold it. Halt at 60 degree, 30 degree, and slowly come back. Relax in Shavasana. A word of caution: those having backache, they should not do with both legs. They will raise their legs one by one. First right leg and then left leg. This asana is good for enhancing the digestive power because a lot of stress is coming on the abdominal region. and the abdominal organs are strengthened. Now we will perform Halasana. Halasana, first Ardha Halasana, then Halasana, and after that Sarvangasana. So raise your both legs in Halasana, in Ardha Halasana. But Purna Halasana, it is restricted for those having cervical spondylitis or having hypertension or cardiac issues. Slowly, slowly go, bring your legs towards the head and touch the floor in Halasana. Slowly, slowly go. Slowly, slowly come back. Your vertebrae, spinal vertebrae are touching to the ground one by one. Slowly, slowly take your legs on the floor and relax in Shavasana. This asana is good for curing the thyroid problem and any spinal defect. But in case of the acute backache, it should be restricted. First backache is cured and then you can do Halasana. This is one of the inverted posture. Now ready for Sarvangasana. As the name suggests, the Sarvangasana means all exercise of all the asanas, all the organs of the body. Sarvang means all parts of the body are toned up. And now we raise our legs up in Ardha Halasana and bend your legs parallel to the surface ground and support your back with the hands and raise your legs up. Try to come in the perpendicular 90 degree. Lot of blood flow is possible in the head area, and the lungs and hearts, they are released, they are relaxed, and blood flow from the legs is down towards the head. Hold it. In the beginning you can start with the 10 seconds to 20 seconds and half a minute, and you can raise the timings as per your capacity. Now in this posture we'll come to Viprit Karni. This is Viprit Karni. Your ankles are in line with your shoulders. In this Viprit Karni, the blood flow is possible to the head, and your brain is given full nutrition. In case you are suffering from headache, frequent headaches, this gives you the blood supply to the brain and the problem is cured. Now slowly while returning, you bend your legs horizontally and come back vertebra by vertebra touching to the ground. Slowly legs down place the heels gently on the ground and relax in Shavasana. Totally relaxing posture. Shavasana is good and necessary after each posture, because after Shavasana we rejuvenate our body parts and alert ourselves, ready ourselves for the next posture. The counter posture for this Sarvangasana is Matsyasana. It is done in two ways. One is a simple version, another is advanced version. So first simple version, lie down straight and place your hands below the waist and raise the upper chest like this and tilt your head and touch your crown towards the surface. Breathe normally. There is a complete arc to the chest, to the spine, upper spine. Stay there. Slowly straighten your heads and bend, lie down again in Shavasana. One more benefit for in Sarvangasana is that digestion is improved because the diaphragm comes down and there is a full relaxation to the intestines and stomach. They are free. Now the advanced version of Matsyasana, fish posture, come in the lotus posture, my legs in the lotus posture. And with the supporting with your hands, raise your chest up and put your crown on the ground and hold your toes. Put your elbows down on the ground. Stay there, breathe normally. Slowly take your hand on the ground and release your neck, head, and release your legs straight and come in the Shavasana, corpse posture. Relax your complete body. Relax your toes, legs, knees, thighs, calf muscles. Bring awareness to your abdominal region. Relax your abdomen. Bring awareness to your spine. Relax your spine. Bring your awareness to your arms. Relax your both arms. Bring your awareness to your head. Relax your complete head. Relax your complete body as a whole. Concentrate over your breath. Internalize your senses. Slowly stretch in Tadasana again and give a good fine stretch to your body and come back, turn to your right and get up. Sit down in meditative posture for pranayama. If you can't sit in Padmasana, you can sit in cross-legged. And if that is also not possible, having some difficulty, you can open your hip joint muscles by doing butterfly. We can hold the grip the toes and place the heels near to the perineum region and keep our spine straight and knees up and down. Move the knees up and down. Come back. Now sit straight. This is Siddhasana. I will show you. First, this heel is near to the perineum, another heel on the other heel. This is Siddhasana. And hands together, hands in Gyan Mudra, spine straight. Keep your eyes closed and start full yogic breathing. Inhale deeply. First, you can keep your hands on the one hand on the chest, another hand on the belly. And when inhaling, inhale deeply. First, belly breathing, bulge your belly, and in continuity, raise your chest up and shoulders up. And exhale while contracting the shoulders, chest, and abdomen. You can feel. Inhale deeply. First belly out, then chest out, then shoulders up. And while exhaling, contract both the three organs, abdomen, chest, and shoulders. So this is the full yogic breathing. In normal breath, we inhale up to 500 ml of air. Sorry for interruption. So we are sitting in, it is better to sit in Padmasana after practice because it gives a full balance to your body and it is a good meditative posture. Again, we have done full yoga breathing. Now we will practice Kapalabhati. It is one of the purificatory methods out of 6 Shatkarmas. Neti, Dhoti, Basti, Nauli, Tratak and Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati means skull shining exercise. So, a word of caution for those having hypertension or cardiac issues or asthma, they should not do this Kapalabhati with medium pace, medium force. They can do with the mild force, mild pace. And for females having menstruation, undergoing menstruation cycle, during that period or during that time of pregnancy, they should avoid it altogether and do it comfortably. In the beginning, we exhale actively and inhale passively. In between the 2 strokes, there is a gap, slight, and have passive inhalation. So now let us start Kapalabhati. First, put your hands on the, reverse your hands on the knees in Chin Mudra and we start Kapalabhati with the medium pace, medium force. Come back. The main benefit of the Kapalabhati is that it releases our cough problems, and it is very good to cure the common cold issues, and it clears our sinuses. It gives the toning up to our abdominal region, because the abdomen moves up, forward and backward with each stroke. So our digestive system is also toned up. And if you apply root lock, mool bandha, that is stopping the apan vayu downward. So it helps in proper methodology of Kapalabhati. So, and now we will practice mild Kapalabhati, means for those having hypertension and cardiac issues. But the ladies with menstruation and pregnancy, they should avoid it altogether. So, again in the same position, with mild force, mild pace, let us start Kapalabhati. Come back. So this is Kapalabhati with mild force, mild pace. Now, after Kapalabhati, let us do Anulom Vilom Pranayama. Alternate nostril breathing. Left hand in Gyan Mudra and right hand in Pranayama Mudra. First, bend your first two fingers and block your right nostril and keep your spine straight, head straight, eyes gently closed. Inhale through left. Block the left nostril, open the right nostril, exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Slow, deep and long breath. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. When you inhale, full yogic breathing, abdominal breathing, chest breathing and clavicular breathing. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Now in continuity we will practice Nadi Shodhan Pranayama also. We inhale in 5 counts, retain in 5 counts and exhale in 5 counts. Inhale, Om, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Retain, block the both the nostril, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through left, through right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again inhale through right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Retain the breath, both block, hold the breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. So this is for the beginners. Nadi Shodhan Pranayama is inhalation, retention and exhalation. That means 1:1:1 ratio. But after the practice, we can enhance the ratio 1:1:1:2:2. Okay. Then further, after a few days, we can further increase the retention ratio, that is 1:3:2. Then finally 1:4:2. So that is the ideal ratio for Nadi Shodhan Pranayama. Nadi Shodhan Pranayama cleanses both the channels, Ida and Pingla. Ida means left nostril represents Ida Nadi, Chandra Nadi that represents cool, calm, relaxed, whereas right Nadi is the Surya Nadi. It represents power and warmth. So both the channels, cold and hot, both the channels are balanced in Sushumna Nadi, which is in between. Out of the 72,000 nadis, channels, three nadis are most important. So Anulom Vilom helps in cleansing and purifying the channels. Now, Bhramari Pranayama. So let us have the technical aspect of methodology of Bhramari Pranayama. We block the eyes and ears with the fingers and thumbs, and turn our tongue towards to touch the soft palate at the end throughout the Bhramari Pranayama. And when we inhale and do humming, then at the end of each humming, we exhale completely. After humming voice, then whatever air is left out in the lungs, that is also exhaled, and apply the kumbhaka. Bahya kumbhaka means external retention of the breath. And after that, we inhale deeply and do humming again, and we keeping the tongue touched with the soft palate at the end, and again exhale completely, complete air from the lungs, and apply the kumbhaka, retention of breath outward externally, and again do the humming third time. So let us place our first two fingers on the eyes, ring finger below the nose, little finger below the lips, and thumbs plugging the ears. Inhale deeply, touch your tongue with the soft palate at the end. Inhale deeply and humming 3 times. Come back. Sit calmly, quietly, relaxed, concentrating on our breath. Visualize your full body from the toes to the top of the head, feeling relaxation. at this juncture you can have your good affirmations or determinations for your life in meditative posture. If you have determination and affirmations, they will come true. You will develop and enhance your willpower to achieve those determinations and affirmations. Inhale deeply and start humming 3 times. With the folded hands, pray to the Almighty for our health, happiness, peace and contentment in our life. Thank you very much. We hope you like this session, and please stay connected. Tomorrow again at the same time, 7:30 in the morning. Please come along with us for practicing yoga with Embassy of India. Thank you very much.